For more information related to the civil engineering concepts and civil engineering updates, please visit my website civilbasics123.com. Go to type civilbasics123.com in Google so that my website will be open here like this. So which is consisting of all detailed concepts related to the civil engineering topics. So please follow my website civilbasics123.com.
In this video lecture, I will explain you how to arrange the transverse reinforcement for the respected column structure. Okay, so basically the transverse reinforcement is also called as lateral ties. Okay, so in columns it will be consisting of two types of the reinforcement sections. One is related to the main reinforcement section and another one is related to the lateral ties. So basically the lateral ties are tries to decrease the bulking of the column section under certain loading condition system. Okay, so in this video lecture I will explain you how to provide the lateral ties for the respected column section under considerations of the different column configurations. Okay, so basically the transverse reinforcement will be depends upon the length and width of the column and as well as your respected number of the bars which are using in the column section. Okay, so first one is related to the length and width which is having less than 100 mm dimensions. Okay, so let us consider this is the diagram which is related to the first column which is having length is less than 100 mm and width is also having 100 mm dimensions. So for this respected section it will be consisting of 4 number of the columns. So for this respected 4 number of the columns we need to provide only the one single transverse reinforcement section. Okay, so this is a single reinforcement stirrups we have to use in the column which is related to the length which is having width which is having less than 100 mm dimensions. Okay, so this is the first one, and the second one is related to the if the length of the column is having less than 150 mm and width of the column is having less than 150 mm dimensions. So for this respected section which is consisting of 6 number of the longitudinal bars. So these are the longitudinal bars which is provided for this respected column section. So for this respected column section is also we have to use only the single reinforcement regular stirrup section. Okay, so this is the second one which is consisting of length value less than 150 mm. Okay, so the third one is related to the length is greater than 150 mm and which is having 6 number of the longitudinal bars. Okay, so here the length as well as the width will be considered as greater than 150 mm. Okay, so for this respective section we have to use single stirrup section at the corner section. This is a single stirrup section we have to use for the whole corner column sections, and in between these respected two columns we have to use a link. Okay, so this is a link which is provided for this respected column section. Okay, so if you increase the dimensions of the column then it is having additional one link section for the respected section in order to resist that respected buckling for the column section. Okay, so this is the third configuration. So for this respected section also we can use this respected reinforcement which is consisting of 2 number of the regular strip section. Okay, so this is the one strip we have to use for this respected section which is of 75 mm dimensions. Again for the remaining 75 mm dimensions we have to use one more single strips regular strip section for the column section. Okay, so this is the third example if the dimensions is greater than 150 mm. Okay, now I will explain you the fourth example which is related to the arrangement of the transverse reinforcement section. So now we can see this is the fourth example which is related to the transverse reinforcement section which is having length is greater than 150 mm and width is less than 150 mm. Okay, so for this respected section it is consisting of the 6 numbers of the bars. Okay, so for the 6 numbers of the bars we have to provide the 2 types of the regular strip section. Okay, one is related to the 75 by 75 mm dimensions regular strip here like this on the right hand side 4 column bar sections. Again for the respected section again we have to provide the one more strip section on the left hand side section which is consisting of 75 cross 75 dimensions for the respected 4 number of the bars. Okay, so this respected values of the strips is applicable if the dimensions of the length is greater than 150 and width is less than 150. Now I will explain you the fifth example which is related to the transverse reinforcement section. So for this respected fifth one which is consisting of the length and width both values are greater than 150 mm for the respected column section and which is consisting of 8 numbers of the bar sections here. Okay, like this. Okay, so for this respected section we have to provide one regular strip. Okay, so this is the corner section will be consisting of one regular strip here like this throughout the 150 dimensions. Again it will be consisting of the 2 links here. Okay, so one link is provided to the opposite direction of the bar sections here like this and one more link is provided to the respected bar sections here like this. Okay, so this respected links will be helpful for decreasing the bulking of the respected column section under action of the gravity and lateral loading condition systems. Okay, so this is the fifth example under consideration, which is having width is greater than 150 mm. So now I will explain you the sixth example. So this is the sixth example. So for this respected section, it will be consisting of the length and width of the column is greater than 150 mm. Okay, again it will be consisting of 8 numbers of the bars for the respected column section, and dimensions is greater than 150. So for this respected section, we have to provide the 2 number of the regular strip section. One regular strip will be provided as a regular for the corner 4 columns. Again one more strip is provided for the center column sections here like this. Okay, so we have to provide the diagonal strip section for this respected section, which is consisting of inclined angle is approximately 45-degree angle here. Okay, so basically you have to remember one point: the strips angle is should not be exceed 135 degrees as per the considerations of the column angle. Okay, so here as per the consideration, 45-degree angle is less than 135, so hence it is suitable for this respected column section, which is having greater than 150 dimensions. So now I will explain you the seventh example, which is related to the column section. So for this respected column section, now we can see the column is consisting of approximately 10 number of the bars. 4 bars is provided at the top reinforcement section. Again you can see 4 bars are provided at the bottom reinforcement section. Again 2 more bars are provided in opposite direction at the middle strip here like this. Okay, so for this respected section, we need to provide the 3 number of the regular strip sections. Okay, so initially we need to provide one regular strip section at the top reinforcement bars, which is of 4 bars at the top and 2 bars at the middle section. Again we have to provide the one more regular strip section at the bottom section here like this, which is consisting of bottom 4 bars and middle 2 bar sections here. Okay, so again we have to connect the middle length direction 2 bar section with another strip section here like this. Okay, so this is the regular strip section. Again we have to connect the middle section for the respected section. So these respected values will be applicable if the length of the column is greater than 225 mm and width is less than 150 mm. Again it is consisting of 10 number of the bar sections here. Okay, so this is the seventh one example. Okay, now I will explain the last example for the respected column sections. So this is the last example, 8th one, which is related to the column size and length as well as your width, which is greater than 225 mm and 150 mm. Okay, so column is greater than 225 here and length is greater than 150 mm. So for this respected section, we have to provide at least 10 number of the bars. So 4 bars are provided at the top reinforcement section. Again 4 bars are provided at the bottom reinforcement section. Again we have to provide at least 2 bars at the middle section and the left hand side section. So for this respected section, it will be consisting of 2 types of the regular strip section and one is related to the hexagonal type strip here. Okay, so for this respected section, initially we need to provide the first main strip section for the respected transitional reinforcement section here like this at the corner section. After providing this respected transverse reinforcement, we need to provide the inner transverse reinforcement for the inner bar sections here like this. So after providing this respected section, we need to provide the hexagonal type transverse reinforcement section here like this. Okay, for the respected at least 6 columns joints. Okay, so these are the 4 columns. Again these are the 2 columns, which is approximately equal to 6 members of the column sections. Okay, so this is the complete concept which is related to the arrangement of the strips for the 8 example columns. So first one is related to the length and width is less than 100 mm. So for this respective section, we have to provide one single strip section. So which is second one is related to the length is width, which is less than 150 mm. For this respective section also we have to provide one single strip. Again for the respective third example, which is having greater than 150 mm. For this respective section we have to provide one regular strip and one link section. So again we have to provide the same reinforcement if available with 2 strip section which is of regular shape. So again we have to provide the fourth one, which is related to the length which is greater than 150 and length which is less than 150, which is of 6 bars. We have to provide the 2 strip section regular sizes. Again for the respective length and width greater than 150, which is of 8 numbers of the bars, we have to provide the one regular strip and 2 link sections. Again for the respective 6th example, which is related to the length and width which is greater than 150. So for this respective section we have to provide 8 numbers of the bars, which is of 2 regular strips as well as one is of 145 degree angle. Again 7th one is related to greater than 225 and less than 150 dimensions, so which is consisting of 10 bars. So we have to provide the 3 regular strip sections for the respected transverse reinforcement. So this is the last one, which is related to the greater than 225 and greater than 150 dimensions, which is consisting of 10 number of the columns. So which is having two regular strips. Again, one is related to the hexagonal type strip section. Okay, sometimes this type of reinforcement section regular strips are not possible in practical situations, but we have to follow the provisions which is provided as per the IS codal provision. So this is a complete concept. If you have any queries about this respected video, please try to text me your questions in the below comment box. I'll try to give the answer for that respected question. Thank you.